and welcome to the Traxion News, a weekly show presented by this idiot all about the happenings across motorsport, video games, esports, and this here Traxion channel, which you should subscribe to if you haven't already. Thank you all for the warm welcome last week, it really does mean a lot, but that's enough about me. Here's what's going on. We got our first in-game look at Hot Wheels Unleashed this week, which looks to be a mix of Toy Box Turbos and Trackmania, and for me, I'm completely on board for this. Developed by Milestone, who you'll know from the MotoGP, Ride and Monster Energy Supercross games, Hot Wheels Unleashed's trailer back in February turned some heads, and now we've had our first look at in-game screenshots. Are you excited for this? Because I'm excited for this. GTR3 is a game loved by many, and when GTR3 was announced, the racing sim community went into absolute overdrive. We got a couple of screenshots with the announcement, but since then, there's been nothing but radio silence. But now, thanks to some job listings and a Discord update, we now know what's happening at Simbin Studios UK. The Discord update details the game is going dark for the foreseeable future and won't re-emerge until there are real, hard facts from day one. Work will be continuing from behind the scenes apparently, but there'll be no more empty promises, no more optimistic statements. As to what this means for GTR3's future, we'll just have to wait and see. Some news for karting fans, Motorsport Games have purchased the IP and assets for kart racing sim Kartcraft, and a new subsidiary will be formed, Motorsport Games Australia. Also in acquisition news, Motorsport Games have announced their intentions to acquire Digital Tales USA, a company that have produced several World SBK titles. It'd be the first time a company within Motorsport Games will be working on 2 wheels instead of 4. While the announcement of F1 2021 is surely going to be round the corner, F1 2020's Podium Pass has just launched its 5th season. Players will have 30 new tiers of livery, shiny helmets, and ridiculous podium emotes to progress through, plus the usual new challenges, but Season 5 also introduces prestiging. So if you've maxed the new pass in record time, you've got 5 more ranks to work through. On to esports now, and Red Bull Racing esports driver Fredrik Rasmussen took a dramatic Formula E Accelerate Championship victory last night by winning round 6 of the series at the Rome E-Prix venue. His results in the double point scoring finale meant he overhauled a significant points deficit to erstwhile points leader Erhan Yuyovski, who finished outside the podium on the night. Rasmussen wins €20,000 and a drive of a real-life Gen 2 Formula E car. In the INDYCAR Challenge Series, where real-life drivers race against each other within iRacing, round 2 took place yesterday at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Andretti Autosport driver Sage Karam managed to save enough fuel and beat Connor Daly and pace setter Enzo Fittipaldi to the checkered flag. The second round of the 2021 GT Pro Series was recently held at Spa-Francorchamps, and this season has proved to be extremely unpredictable thanks to a car selection draft and a balance of performance tweaks. Michi Hoyer cruised to his debut championship win in the sprint race, while Jonas Raivio clung on to victory in the feature race after a last lap attack from Jakob Brzezinski. It's been almost exactly a year since NASCAR stars were pushed onto iRacing to continue our enjoyment, and they recently took to the new Bristol dirt track ahead of the first real race on the track this coming Sunday. After 3 heats and a 70-lap event, William Byron took the win, collecting his 4th career Pro Invitational Series victory, holding off a late charge from Tyler Reddick. Christopher Bell, Garrett Smithley, and James Davison made up the rest of the top 5. Also very quickly for iRacing, the Chicago Street Course was announced recently and will be releasing later this spring. Coming up in esports is the second round of the GT Challenge Series, once again racing at Spa on the 29th of March. Open practice begins at 7 PM CET, and it'll be streaming here on the Traxion YouTube channel and on the Traxion Facebook page, and as always, links in the description for more info. How about a few things to catch up with here on Traxion? John gives you a preview of the 2021 F1 season while he tears around Melbourne, and over on TraxionGG, here's a guide to everything you need to know about the aforementioned F1 Podium Pass. I cause probable controversy as I rank the best tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and as mentioned last week, the article about the best racing games you can get on the Switch is live on the website. And the Traxion podcast covers F1 gaming memories. God, there's a lot of F1 today. It's like there's something happening in Bahrain this weekend. Coming up here on the Traxion channel and over on Traxion.gg, we interview the reigning Porsche Tag Heuer Esports Super Cup champion and Red Bull Racing esports driver Sebastian Job, and we'll give you a report on PESC Round 8 at the Nürburgring. We interview Monaco Grand Prix, 24 Hours of Daytona, and Indy 500 winner Juan Pablo Montoya. John delivers 2 more fantastic track guides for Silverstone and Spa, and next week's podcast covers racing video game hidden gems. Split second, that's all I'm going to say. And that is it for this week. Please subscribe if you want to stay in the loop of racing game updates and Traxion content, and as always, links in the description below for everything we've covered today. I've been Rich, thank you very much for watching, keep it pinned, I'll see you next week.
you.